Welcome to Fashionable Trash Talk. I'm your host, Ashley Aaliyah. Here I analyze and discuss the fashion of celebrities and anyone influential. On today's episode, it is a YouTube request, and I will be discussing the fashion evolution of Rihanna. This is my girl. She is the fashion Bible of this generation for so many reasons. And I think her career, and especially her fashion journey, should be studied by every artist coming into this industry. It doesn't matter if you're in music, if you are an actor or actress or anything like that. I think it should be studied for no other reason than what can happen and how your career can switch and change just by being open, fluid, and listening, and not being committed to an idea of how you think your fashion or your look should be, even if it's not working. Because I feel like it's one thing if it works, but if it's not working, I think there has to be a level of openness of trying something completely different, even if it's scary. Now, when Rihanna first came out, my girl was corny. It's no other way to put it. She was corny. She had very basic hair, the traditional color blend that most girls were getting at that time. The fashion was very lackluster. Don't get me wrong, the album was good. I like the album, but as far as her image, there wasn't really anything that stood out. It was just very blah, and you really at first couldn't tell which direction her career was going in. If she was going to be the next big thing, or was she going to be a one-hit wonder? And I think we all can agree where I think that Rihanna has surpassed our wildest dreams and expectations, honestly. And to see where she started, again, fashion-wise, there were no real standout looks. There was nothing that we really remember. And at the time, it was a few acts coming out, so she kind of just fell between the cracks of everyone else. And everyone always talks about how it was a toss-up between her and Tierra Marie at the time. And at the time, Tierra Marie was given a little bit more jiggy than Rihanna was. And this is why I say she should truly be the fashion Bible, because I think she is such a testament of just like how impactful hair, fashion, and all those things are. And I've always stated it, but I think it's sometimes hard for people to visualize or truly understand the magnitude of it. Because like I said, her music was not bad when she first came out, because I still remember all the songs. I had the CD. And it was great, especially for high school girls and stuff like that. It was great music, but it wasn't enough. And just to see how hair, makeup, and fashion can just really take someone far, it, to my opinion, shedded a whole new light on the industry as a whole. Like that's what it did for me. It legit just changed the game and truly showed people that fashion, having great hair, having great makeup was no longer just an option. It was a necessity. Rihanna's Good Girl Gone Bad era shook the game up. And I've said it in countless different videos. It switched the entire trajectory of her career. This was the best thing she could have done. And I think the most interesting thing about it, looking back, is to see how she slowly but surely became more confident in her style. And I always explain this to people, that when getting someone out of their comfort zone and trying something new, it's more of a slow burn than just like a drastic, I'm going to rip you out of this and put you in this. And if you see it, it's like, okay, they switched the hair color and they gave her better outfits. But it was in that time period, you slowly seeing her go from sweet, that good girl part of her and Umbrella, to straight bad girl or bad gal and take a bow video. It's just to see the growth and development and the comfortability that happened during that time period. It was just amazing. And I think one of the best parts about Rihanna's career for me is that I was able to see it in real time. I feel like a lot of people kind of see it through photographs or music videos, but a lot of us was able to see it, again, experience it in real time and see how the trends affected everything. And I think Rihanna is one of the cases where the fashion was amazing, but it was everything else that really pushed her forward beyond her peers, because again, she wasn't the only well-dressed woman in the industry, but baby, that haircut, Ursula did her big one. And even her hair was a slow burn of how we first went into that bob, and then she played with colors with the bob. Then she went and cut it completely off in hard video. That Minnie Mouse helmet and that bulletproof vest shirt and all the styles. This is when we knew she was not playing, that she was going to be something special. And I think we also have to give a nod to Khalees for being the inspiration, and Rihanna being one of the only people who successfully gave homage to her, Khalees, where it's just like, you know how some people take people's styles and it's just like, girl, just give it back because you're not doing anything with it. Kind of how we see happening with Grace Jones right now. Like, a lot of women are trying to emulate that and everybody's failing terribly. But I feel like Rihanna is one of those people who seen Khalees, you know, her, Kanye, seeing Khalees and what she was able to do. I always say that if you want to get a mirror into Rihanna's style, look at Khalees' Bossy video. And I think Rihanna just took that as a starting point and ran with it. And oh my God, just the amazing, memorable looks. I feel like Rihanna is one of the last artists that made us feel something, like when it came to fashion. And I think that she was just consistent in a sense. You know, we got the albums back to back to back, and with every album, the better the fashion got. And not only what she does is that she didn't only rely on just red carpets to pop out. Her music videos, iconic. The fashion in those music videos, baby, was everything. The streetwear looks were everything. The magazine spreads that she did were everything. Her love life was everything. Now, what I was about to get into earlier, the hair, again, the evolution of the hair. Everybody wanted the hairstyles. Everybody was, listen, every time she changed her hair, we were changing our hair with her. I don't think we've ever really seen a lot of artists who was influential also through tattoos. Rihanna also changed the tattoo game when it came to girls. It's like, why you think some of the girls is walking around with star tattoos? I remember specifically their bow tattoo. She had the skull with the bow. That was amazing. It's just like the placements that she had. We really didn't see anything like that before. Then her entire stoner girl image. Like, again, you never really seen a girl, like a black girl at that, give that stoner image, but still give runway fashion. She was just such a bad ass, and it was just consistent, and it didn't feel like a gimmick either, because the way she used to behave on Twitter. Listen, if people was to see Rihanna in real time, they would be calling her all types of mean girls, but we loved it. She did not play. And let's just even talk about how she started a whole beef between Chris Brown and Drake, and love both of them. But I'm a Drake girl, but it's just, even that was just iconic. Like, I feel like she is one of the last few people who knew what to do with her celebrity. The Met Gala looks, of course, always 10 out of 10, but it's just like Rihanna gave us a show, okay? Where everybody was trying to be so prim, polished, and put together. My girl did not care. She She came for the drama. She was the moment. Again, we got the messiness on Twitter. We got the messiness of the dating life. We got the insights of her friendship. We seen her stealing wine glasses, taking them from restaurants and walking around in stilettos and sneakers, and it just being a part of her outfit like it was a pocketbook. Like, you don't see people doing celebrity like this anymore. They are so boring. They're so boring. They care so much about what everybody thinks. And it's like, yeah, our opinion matters to an extent, but still show your personality. Even when she did the red hair, and the red hair wasn't my favorite, not because of the color, but because some of the hairstyles, it was just like borderline giving holiday heart sometimes. But even she still made that look badass. It's just like, she is just so good. I have the Rihanna book that she released, and the images in there were amazing. It was so hard for me to do this video because I know I'm missing moments. It was just so hard. She's like, her style is full, similar to like Little Kim's and Kelly's, how they have really full styles. And it's very hard to narrow down what the important moments are and what is deserving of being discussed, because again, every period made you feel something. And we've never really seen Black girls channel like the rocker lane the way she has. I feel like oftentimes when you see Black women do music or images with white artists, they become extremely whitewashed. But what Rihanna, we've seen her do songs with Maroon 5, Justin Timberlake, Slash, Eminem, and own that rocker space in a way where it was like, y'all do know Black people also did rock music too. And like, again, tying it into the tattoos and all of that, she was just such a rock star. And she did. And this is what I be talking about. When people jumped out the window when I used urban the other day, urban doesn't necessarily equate to ghetto. And that's what I really want y'all to understand. Urban to me also channels into the core culture of Blackness. And Rihanna's style, it doesn't matter how high fashion it was, runway, rocker, stoner, she always kept that urban Black swag a part of it. And it was never too whitewashed. And I think that is the major thing that a lot of Black women who are coming in the industry are missing. I think they are so busy trying not to look Black in their fashion that they are completely whitewashing their style, and they are missing the point that Black people are tastemakers. I mean, let's just talk about MAC. I don't think anybody else has had a MAC campaign as consistent and as influential as Rihanna did. And she did it as her full Black Caribbean self. The black lipstick, the pink lipstick, the red lipsticks. I don't know. She didn't have pink. She had, it was like the metallic, but the red was iconic. It was iconic. And the sex appeal she brought to it, it's like, it was just like no other. And even how she did nudity was just high fashion. It was very, very different. And I think it's so much beauty in bringing all the worlds together in creating an image. I don't think it has to be too far left or too far right. And I don't know. When I look at some of these newer acts, it makes me miss her so much. And that's what I think people, because she gave us so much. The albums were amazing. And not only were the albums amazing, the grills that she had in also made the music videos amazing too. And so I think that's what people really miss. It's not like her voice is decent, but it's not like she's a Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston. It was because she gave her all. She gave experiences. And the girls don't give experiences anymore like this. It's like you cannot know anything about fashion and watch a Rihanna video, and it's like you are stepping into that world, if only just for 3 minutes. And I just feel like the girls don't do it like this no more because they are just so afraid of shaking the table or going against the grain or having a certain type of image. And it's just like, even when she did the pink hair, it's just like she was so fun. Oh my gosh, she was so fun. And it's just so disappointing that we don't really get to see this anymore. And all right, y'all, but so this is my fashion evolution review of Rihanna. I could sit here and talk all day, but I just love this woman so much, and she deserves all the flowers. To shop my style boards, you can visit my Shop LTK account or my Shop My account. You can follow me on social media at Ashley2_Aaliyah on both Instagram and TikTok. Don't forget my new show, Elixir and Essence, a Lux pairing show hosted by Luxie Lauren and myself, Ashley Aaliyah, will be debuting on May 8th. So make sure you guys stay tuned and on the lookout for that. To book me for styling services, you can visit my website, www.ashleyaaliyah.com. To shop my online boutique, you can visit www.richbitchcollection.com. If you are in the Philadelphia or surrounding areas, you can book me for makeup services. Or if you would like to support my cosmetic line, you can visit www.sincerelyashleyb.com. And finally, please help me get to 1,000 subscribers. We are almost there, and to 4,000 watch hours so I can monetize off of my channel. Thank you guys so much. I will see you next episode.